All right, welcome back to Live Impact News. Switching gears now to a device and piece of equipment that many of us have in our homes, and that is, of course, lithium-ion batteries. They're great, they're convenient, but they also, of course, pose fire risks. And joining us today to talk about both the benefits and the risks of lithium-ion batteries, we have Alejandro Lozano with the UL Research Institutes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So first, talk to me a little bit about your role and how it relates to lithium-ion batteries and their safety.
My role is to educate our community about battery fire safety. That's the main goal. Get the different areas of the benefits of these lithium-ion batteries, but also the risks that come with it and how we can handle it properly.
And with that, can you talk a little bit about why they have become so common, but also some of the risks that they pose?
Lithium-ion batteries, they are a great advantage for our daily lives. They carry a good amount of energy, but at the same time, if we are not handle these batteries properly, that could represent a risk for our families and households. That's the problem, that if they are not taken care of, if they are for some reason heat, exposed to extreme temperatures, any kind of unusual condition for the devices, they can go into thermal runaway or create some fire with these devices.
And you mentioned that thermal runaway. I think a lot of us have devices that have lithium-ion batteries that we may not be aware of. What are the best ways to minimize those fire risks in and around our homes if we do have these devices?
Uh, Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere. We have to be aware of it. That would be the first step. Identify what are the devices that have the lithium-ion battery. The rule of thumb is that if they're rechargeable, very likely they're going to have a lithium-ion battery. When you have the device, always treat them with care. Use the charger provided by the manufacturer. Don't use aftermarket or generic chargers that jeopardize the performance at the condition of the battery. So always use the one provided by the manufacturer. And when you are charging it, look for a flat surface and a ventilated area. Don't have them on soft surfaces like pillow, blankets, a couch that increase the temperature of the device, and it creates a bad condition for the device.
And we live in Virginia. We have a very hot climate here in the summer. If people have, lawn mowers or weed whackers that use those lithium-ion batteries, is it best to keep them inside to keep them out of the heat? What do you recommend when it comes to storing those items?
Store them in ventilated areas. Don't expose them to extreme temperatures that jeopardize the condition of the battery. Always keep them with a good ventilation. Even if they are not plugged in, they keep a good amount of energy. Don't keep them don't expose them to extreme temperatures.
And if people do, God forbid, find them in a situation or find themselves in a situation where they do have a fire breakout from a battery, what do you recommend? Is it as simple as pouring water on it? Is it best to contact the fire department? What can people do in that moment?
The best response is to call the fire department. These batteries require a lot of water to be put out, so it's not something that we should handle on our own. If you have any signs of smoke or starting a fire, exit that room immediately and contact the emergency contact for the proper person to take care of that.
And just one more question for you, Mr. Lozano. If people were going to take one thing away from this interview today, one piece of advice, what would you recommend? What would you want them to learn from speaking with me today?
But lithium-ion batteries are safe by design as long as we handle them with care. And that starts from when you buy it, make sure that they are certified. Those are the peace of mind that we have that they were tested by a lab, and that reduces the risk of it. When you have it handle with care. Use the proper charger, the one that it was provided by the manufacturer. And when they are not working properly, if you see any warning sign, a red flag, dispose it and discontinue the usage. And don't toss it in the trash. Look for the right place to dispose it in your community center or the hardware store. They might have the right place to dispose it. That's the way to do it safely.
Well, Mr. Lozano, thank you so much for your time. All very helpful advice when it comes to keeping these batteries in our home and keeping us safe. So thank you very much.